Hi guys, so I am in the woods in Moynes Court in Owermoigne Dorset. I am with a wonderful lady called Shay who has this fantastic setup where you can come and you learn about bushcraft. I'm going to turn around, show you who she is, where she is, and she's going to tell you all about it. So let's see guys. So it's bushcraft and wilderness skills for all. www.wessexwildernessskills.co.uk, mobile 07455 434 494, delivering affordable bushcraft activities for leisure, recreation, health and well-being, all within a peaceful woodland setting. Nature's remedy. How absolutely true is that? And you know that I know that through the therapy and the healing that walking the coast path and being outdoors has done for me. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to introduce you to Shay, and I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to let this lovely lady do all the talking. I'm actually going to keep quiet for once. And here you can see this amazing homestead. She's going to show you all about it and tell you all about it. I love her setup, her little stove in her tent, her doggy that I forgot the name of already, and we have a friend of hers who is, as you know, I love my hammock, Dee Dee Hammock, so one of Shay's friends, Nigel, is spending the night here. I have that hammock and it's an amazing hammock, and the under blanket, look at that setup. You guys could come here, hen night, stag night, family gatherings, you know, to learn about bushcraft, being outdoors, wild camping, and I'll let you tell her the rest. So here we go. And here it is. Look at that fire. So tell us who you are and what you do. I've just given them all the website information and phone number.
Right, okay, well done you. And hello and welcome, and thanks a lot for coming over to the woodland and joining us this afternoon.
Who's this?
This is Kiwi. This is Kiwi.
Hello, Kiwi.
Hello. She's a bit of a princess, hence all the blankets and everything else, you know. So, she likes the nice roaring fire and to keep warm.
Where are you from, that accent?
Oh, my family are from Dublin. So,
Oh my goodness,
yes,
great. Look at that fire, that's amazing.
It's a lovely fire, yes.
What have you just cooked for us, by the way?
Right, well, we've just had a really nice bowl full of home-cooked dal, you know, lentil dal, and it was absolutely really delicious.
It was
and
lovely.
Some naan breads and everything, and it's just like heated up on. I cooked it at home, admittedly, and
You do cook here, don't you? Do things like that here?
Absolutely, yeah. I cook all sorts of stuff here. I think the last thing I cooked here is a Thai green curry. So it's all doable. It's all doable here.
Fantastic.
But yeah, this is my little home, as much as I can make it my little home. I do obviously live in a house and stuff like that, but those four walls get a little bit, you know, like a prison sometimes.
And how important it is to get out for mental health, do you think, in your experiences?
Oh my God. Well, I mean, sort of like for me personally, my background is that I'm an ex-mental health nurse and have also sort of like suffered on the other side as well with mental health issues. And I know for me how much getting out here into the wilds, into nature is so vitally important.
I agree.
It's you know, I teach bushcraft and I teach self-reliance and I teach heavy duty survival skills as well, and they are secondary to what we're trying to do in Wessex Wilderness Skills, which is really getting people out here. And we give them activities in order to empower people, in order to feel that no matter what the world throws at them, they have that self-reliance, they have that self-resilience.
That's the first thing you need to build, isn't it? Is building bushcraft within yourself, being able to survive within who you are, to come out here and survive out here.
Exactly. Yeah. And, you know, sort of like to remove the reliance of the system that we live upon. And, you know, if in any case, if the crap should hit the fan, you know that you have a really good chance of looking after yourself in whatever environment, you know, yes, okay, so we're based in the UK, and you know, we look at a temperate climate here, we have seasonal changes, but generally speaking, you know, there's pretty much always something to be wild foraged and feed yourself.
For me, the first question I get asked is, how do I stay in a tent by myself, or how do I sleep in the woods? Do you find, because I have found that I think people could do it with somebody else or learning from you, somebody like you, but people are fearful, aren't they?
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. I mean, sort of like, it's, you know, I may be a bit of a wild woman, you know, of the woods kind of thing, but the thing is, I don't feel confident sleeping out here on my own, and I just don't.
Yeah.
You know, as a woman, we, you know, unfortunately, we have certain vulnerabilities,
Yeah.
and you know that is a fact. That's a truth, and you know, there is no animal out here
No.
which is a danger to anybody apart from another human.
Yes.
You know, that is the
Because
other.
I've camped on my own now for almost 2 years. Not every night, because sometimes I get offered, you know, a B&B or someone's house. But I haven't really felt vulnerable. I think, you know, some of us do and some of us don't. But it's just about being comfortable within yourself. I do like sleeping in the trees. I feel quite protected by the trees and hearing owls above me and everything.
Absolutely.
And
And actually, if you listen to the wildlife as
Yes.
well around you, say like you have a local blackbird, if somebody's coming down your pathway,
Yes.
they will give
Yes,
an
yeah.
alarm call.
Absolutely.
And then if you tune into that there, then that's a warning for you too.
do people get excited when they're out here and they learn how to whittle, they learn how to camp outside or do...
God,
Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, so like during or after the first lockdown, we had a refocus. So we were offering people from frontline jobs to come out here for £5,
Yeah.
you know, for the day,
Wow.
and which is just like, you know, because
That's
we wanted to give
amazing,
something back,
yeah.
just to say thank you,
Yeah.
you know, as a company.
And to get away from that stress, because both my sisters are NHS nurses, and the stress of that, coming out here, wow, to hear an owl, to see a fire, you know, just to relax them, that was so important, wasn't it?
Very much
Wow.
so. I mean, sort of like, but you know, we had people from the Red Cross, we had paramedics come out, we had social workers and mental health nurses come out here, and all too often, I heard, not directly, but you know, sort of like when you're listening into
Yes.
conversations, that between their friends who come out to us, I'd heard them say, I didn't realise how much I needed to get out here.
Yes.
And just doing the most simplest things. And, you know, we forget that we are all animals.
Yeah.
We forget where we've come from. We live in an age of technology, which is very far
There's
removed
four
from...
walls and foo-foo and posh,
Absolutely.
expensive handbags and lotions and potions and jewellery and pouting faces on Facebook and all these other things. And mental health with children at the moment. I'm told that if a young girl, I mean, bring a young girl out here without her makeup and her foo-foo, because I'm told that a young girl, if she puts a picture up and she doesn't get like 300 likes, she starves herself.
Absolutely.
Eating disorder. And young men that are on their
Absolutely.
PlayStations 24/7 that won't come out of their bedrooms.
Social media has its place. It also has some huge dangers
Yeah.
on the psyche of young people, especially with all these stupid likes and clicks and
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
It's really, really, you know, that there is probably the worst, you know, the generations to come, you know, and the generations that are currently here, all falling into that trap of, you know, it's becoming very ego-based.
Yeah.
Ego-based, and we can't help that because we are living in a generation of social media. But this here is the great leveler. Coming out here,
Yeah.
you don't need any of that there. You know, like when we have groups come out, you know, we're thinking of asking them if they could either turn off their telephone
Yes.
or pop them
Yeah,
into
yeah.
a bag, you know, where they'd be
Yes,
safe
yeah.
and where they are not distracted by it, you know.
Yeah. I know for me, coming here, because obviously I'm on a sort of break at the moment from my walk, coming here and seeing your tent right here and this tarp here and everything here is completely reminded me of who I am and what I'm not, what I was and what I don't want to be again, because being out here for me is so therapeutic. And
It's absolutely finding your authentic,
Yes.
genuine self, and finding that power within you. You know, sort of like it's, you know, as I say, it's encompassing that mental and physical wellness. Just getting out here,
Yeah.
just breathing this air. And I'll tell you another thing as well. Sort of like where I'm out in the woods, pretty much all year round. My lack of colds and
Yes,
coughs,
yes, yes.
and my immune system is hugely boosted. My mental health is hugely boosted. So, you know, that just goes to show that, you know, sort of like we were discussing earlier that, you know...
Shay, can I tell you, at that of mental health and cold, we are going to stop this and do a part 2, because otherwise YouTube takes so long to download it. So then we'll go on to the next bit. I'll put this on YouTube and I'll put it on my blog. We'll go to part 2, which is telling us about your tent, the bushcraft and all of that. Is that all right?
Hey, that's great.
Oh, see you in a bit.
Okay,
All right.
yes.